How are you? I am trainer Mary Beth Rockwell, coming to you from San Francisco. Welcome to the Next Fitness Thing and our 7 Days of Steps on-demand walking challenge. This is day number 4. You are at the halfway point, and this is going to be a challenging class, but nothing you can't handle if you take my advice along the way. Welcome to your 2-to-1 intervals walk class. So I'm going to start my timer for your 25 minutes of walking right now. The first 2.5 minutes of this class, you're starting at a slow pace, and I will go through our 4 walking paces in case you're not familiar or in case you need a little gentle reminder. We go at slow, medium, fast, and max paces here at the Next Fitness Thing, and a little bit of a breakdown of each of them for you. Right now, you're just warming up for the first couple of minutes of this class. So just strolling, just maybe cruising down to the coffee shop, meeting up a friend, getting a little latte or something. So no big deal, no pressure to get anywhere at any particular time. So just enjoy this time because this is helping to rev up your breathing and heart rate for what is to come later on in this class. The next pace is medium as we make our way up the chart, and medium is a brisk walk. So faster than what you're doing right now, but slower than a power walk. So you've got some place to be at a particular time, but you're not in really too big a rush, but you do have a deadline, okay? So that's the way to think about your medium pace. The fast pace, that's your power walk, as I alluded to earlier. So think about your power walk pace or your fast pace as you are headed to an appointment, you're running a little behind, and they're going to charge you $5 for every minute that you're late. Okay, that'll get a fire under your butt for sure. And then the max pace, the most challenging one that we have here, is your maximum effort. Like maybe not running from a bear, but walking really quickly to get away from a bear. All right, so definitely walking somewhere with a purpose, with a big time purpose when we get to the max. The good news is we got 1 minute or so left in your warm up. We only have 5 challenging segments in this class. None of them are longer than 2 minutes, okay? I know you can do this as long as you're safe and thoughtful about it. So get your posture and your form, chest proud, shoulders down, lungs nice and expansive so you can fully breathe the oxygen that's going to be your friend. Little gentle engagement of your core to protect your low back. We are going to go to a fast pace coming up in about 30 seconds, so be ready. I'll talk you through it. And then for your posture and form check, squeeze your glutes every time you take a step. That power is going to come from your hips. That's going to help you go faster. Quick, short, soft, efficient strides are much less like work and wear and tear on your body than big, long, heel-striking strides are. So take that under advisement. And pump your arms as well when you're ready to go fast, like we are in 5 seconds. We're going to go 1 minute fast. This is a power walk, remember, in 3, 2, 1. Pick up your pace. Now this is like, okay, the doctor's going to charge me $5 rather for every minute that I'm late here. I got to get a move on, but still saving yourself some room at the top for the bear to chase you. You got it? Okay. So while we're here, this is going to go quickly. This first one's just going to be a minute long. As I mentioned, this fast segment will give you a couple of minutes to recover at medium pace. That's your brisk walk. And then we'll get your first max interval here. And then we'll have a big honkin' recovery at slow pace in the middle of the class. You do not need to remember this. There's not a quiz. I'll talk you through it. Fast then for 2 minutes on the other side of that mid-class recovery period. Medium to recover for 4 minutes. Max push for 2. Medium recovery for 4. And then 1 more max push at the tail end of class. And then that is the game plan for this class. So in 10 seconds, you get to chill from your fast pace. Still walking though, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, this is medium. You get 2 minutes to hang out here, gradually letting your breathing and heart rate recover. I will remind you though, the one thing you do not want to do in this class is when you're going at a fast or a max pace, as soon as it gets to the end of the segment, don't just stop. You got to keep moving, okay? Because if you don't, your blood might pool to your extremities. You might start to feel a little bit dizzy. That's not what we want for you here, okay? So breathe and shake everything out a little bit here. Let it loose. And keeping my time for you. And I'm also keeping an eye on the clock for the halfway point of this class. So roughly 12.5 minutes into class. If you're outside and you'll need a turnaround reminder rather, I will give that to you. So you just do your thing. You just focus on your work here. The work at hand is challenging yourself to the best of your ability. So in about 1 minute, 10 seconds, we will bump it up from medium to our first of the 3 max segments that we have in this class. This first one's just going to be 1 minute long to get you used to going max, okay? The second and third ones, remember, are going to be twice that long, 2 minutes. So this is where you kind of find what your version of max pace is. and bring what you got to bring. Everybody here's got a best. Doesn't matter from day to day, doesn't matter from body to body. I know you've got a best effort. That's all I'm asking for. I know you have that in you, okay? So in 40 seconds, your medium recovery will be over. We're going to push it to your max for just 1 minute. And once we get over the hump, that first max segment coming up, I'm going to talk a little bit more about why in particular we're doing these intervals today in this class. We have a reason. There's a method to our madness, I swear. So in 20 seconds, you're gearing up your mind and your body to crush just 1 minute as fast as you can go, your total max push. You get to recover for a nice lengthy one on the other side of this. So ready, set, we're going max in 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Pump your arms, pick up your speed. Remember, those nice soft strides are going to be friendlier on your joints. Take your big deep breaths. You need them. This is definitely the time you want to remember to breathe. It's going to be over before you know it, this one. See, we're being nice. We're working your way in with just half of a max interval. The other ones are going to be 2 minutes. So get used to this now. Of course, I'm going to remind you multiple times along the way, if you feel like you've overexerted yourself, you need to back it off a little bit, please do. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And then as soon as you get your second win, we'll be waiting for you. Come home right back. It's okay. 20 seconds to go here. Last little push on this max piece. And almost there, 10 seconds. And we'll ramp you down in 3, 2, 1. Gradually ramp yourself down. So you don't want to just stop moving here. You got to keep moving. But now we are going to let you go nice and easy and slow for 4 big honking minutes here. So plenty of recovery time to get your breathing back, get your heart rate down a little bit, but still moving to keep your heart rate elevated from where you started this class, because you want to keep that blood going wherever it's going. Keep that oxygen flowing throughout your body where you need it, okay? Okay, so when we get to the 10.5 minute mark, we're going to go fast again, but for 2 minutes. So we're doubling the length of the tougher intervals now. We have 1 fast for 2, medium recovery for 4, max for 2, medium recovery for 4, and then 1 more max segment for 2, and then you're done here. So that's the game plan for the rest of this class. Okay, why are we doing these intervals, MB? And yeah, my buds call me MB, Mary Beth. I don't like to be called Mary, but you can call me MB. That's cool. Why are we doing these intervals in this class rather than going steady state? Well, there's a place for both of them, steady state cardio and this interval cardio that we're doing right now. However, there are some benefits to bumping it up outside of your comfort zone like we are in this class every so often. So these high intensity intervals can help you burn a lot of calories in a shorter amount of time. So basically, whether it's a 25-minute class, whether you're steady state, 25-minute class where you're doing intervals, you're going to get more done in the same amount of time putting these intervals in, getting these little bursts of speed and pulling back, bursts of speed and pulling back. This is your friend. If you want to help do some things, we're going to talk about some more things that you're doing right now in this class, all right? Your metabolism will bump up when you do high intensity intervals. So several studies have demonstrated that interval training helps increase your metabolic rate. That's the rate that your body burns fat, okay? There are some researchers that have found that even these intervals will help you burn fat even when you're sitting around later on binge watching your favorite TV show. You'll still be burning fat and calories from what you're doing in this class. How cool is that, right? I'm checking my time. We are just past the halfway point of this nice, easy, slow interval. So I hope you're enjoying this recovery time because we're getting right back to some big work after this one's done. What else are we doing with these intervals? Well, it helps you burn fat faster. If that's a goal of yours, steady state cardio is good for endurance, good to help you build heart and lung strength. But if you're really looking to burn fat and maybe have your waistband of your pants be a little less tight or something like that, then these intervals are going to help you achieve your goal in much less time. You might even gain some muscle doing high intensity interval training. Muscle is your friend. And especially if you're trying to burn fat, the more muscle that you have, that goes back to the metabolism that I was talking about earlier. So the more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism is, which means the faster that you will burn fat rather than just doing cardio alone. So if you're not doing some strength training along with your cardio, you're missing the boat a little bit. We got some options for you if you check us out at the Next Fitness Thing, by the way. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So how you doing? We're coming up on the 10-minute mark of class. I got a couple more tips for you on why we're doing these intervals. And then we are, what do they say, at the 10 and a half coming up. So we're getting ready to go fast for 2 minutes. So once we get into this next fast push, I'm going to finish giving you my tips on why we're doing these intervals and how they're so good for you. So keep doing what you're doing. I trust that you got this. We've got 2 minutes of a fast pace. This is your power walk once again coming back. Are you ready? Gradually pick up speed, and in 3, 2, 1. You're on the clock. 2 minutes this time. You know what fast feels like if you did the first minute long one. So now we're doubling the length. And again, listen to your body. If you need to pull back the effort, of course you can. As long as you're bringing your best. Some days your best is better than other days' best. Give me your best now, right now where you are. Okay? And then the last 2 tips that I have for you on why we are doing these intervals and what they're benefiting you with. It can help you improve your oxygen consumption. Very important, because that is your muscle's ability to use oxygen. And traditionally, that consists of long sessions of continuous cardio, steady state walking, for example. However, by doing these high intensity intervals, you can get the same benefits in, again, less time. Who wants the results yesterday? I know a lot of people that do. It might not happen yesterday, but if you challenge yourself like this every once in a while, you're likely going to get where you want to go faster. Okay, other things. We got about a minute left in this segment. Where the halfway point's coming up at the end of this segment. If you're outside and you need to turn around, I'll give you that reminder. Okay, just keep pushing through this fast for another 45 seconds here. High intensity interval training like this can reduce your heart rate and your blood pressure. Hello, when you go to the doctor and get that checked, so they say you need to lower your blood pressure a little bit. Well, you're doing the right thing right now. And the final thing is it can reduce your blood sugar. So if that's a concern of yours, if you have, I, for example, have diabetes that runs in my family, I'm always trying to keep tabs on that. So these intervals can help you in that department too. 10 seconds left in this fast push, and then you get a big chill. And in 3, 2, and 1. 4 minutes once again for you to recover. This recovery is at medium pace as opposed to the last one that was slow. So this is still a brisk pace because we still have a couple of challenging intervals to get you through before this class is done. 16 and a half minutes into class. We're going to push to the max for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. Then another 4-minute medium recovery so you can build back all your mojo and give everything you got in the last couple of minutes of class, and then class dismissed. All right? While we're here, I'm going to remind you, you definitely want to get a little stretch once you're done with this class, especially your lower body, which did most of the work. So do please help yourself to that. It's going to help you bounce back faster and be ready to rock your remaining classes in this 7 Days of Steps challenge that you've signed up for. So we're so glad you're with us, by the way. If you would like to find out more about us here at the Next Fitness Thing, we would love to have you check us out. There's several ways you can do that. Our website is thenextfitnessthing.com. That's like our clearinghouse for everything you need to know about what we have to offer here. We have our Facebook group as well for accountability and a wonderful community of teammates to help cheer you on. That is, if you go to Facebook, you can just search The Next Fitness Thing. You'll likely find us. But if you want to get there directly, it's facebook.com/groups/The Next Fitness Thing. All right, checking on your timing. How we doing? Oh, we got plenty of time here. We got like 2.5 minutes left in this segment. Enjoy this recovery while it lasts. All right. You can follow us on our socials as well. Aside from the Facebook group, we are on Instagram. Our IG handle is @The Next Fitness Thing. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which, by the way, I, as well as trainer Alexis, who is also leading a class in this 7 Days Steps Challenge, we host a weekly YouTube show called The Next Fitness Show. And we have on special guests, anywhere from like registered dietitian to sports medicine doctor to people who know about health and wellness in general. We'll have interviews with our other trainers and our teammates and team leaders and all the people who just make this community such a wonderful place to be. So if you want to check us out on YouTube, we got a lot of classes on there besides the ones you're taking now too. It is, in case you need it, youtube.com/@thenextfitnessthing. And we also have, for this challenge, a Strava group. So it is free to join our Strava club, actually, and it is go to strava.com/clubs/7-day-steps. That's the number 7-day-steps. If you want to find us on Strava, and a little bit of extra layer of accountability there if you like it as well. We're happy to help you out. Okay, we have now about a minute 15 left in this recovery. Do please enjoy. I hope you showed up to class hydrated with maybe a little easy snack, some good digestible carbs. A banana is my favorite way to get some quick carbs in me. I like 3 or 4 bites of small banana. I'm ready to go. So don't try to run your engine on an empty tank. That's going to get you nowhere. Okay. Okay, we are about to get to the first 2-minute max interval in this class. So it's your second max interval, but the first one was only a minute. So this is going to be 2, twice as long, twice as nice. Remember why you're doing these intervals. Any of those reasons that I mentioned earlier, there's even a couple of reasons I didn't mention in there earlier, but there's a lot of good things that are happening right now when you push outside your comfort zone. Sometimes around here we like to say get comfortable with being uncomfortable if you want to make progress. We got you back. All right, we're ready to jam to the max. Gradually speed it up. And 3, 2, 1, 2 minutes. Go, go, go. Bring your mojo. Yeah. Channel your inner Olympic race walker, I like to say. You ever watch the Olympics and see the race walkers with a little wiggle in their hips? You don't necessarily have to go that far, but notice how short their steps are, right? So they are like going world record walking pace, and they're really taking these little bitty short steps, and they're really utilizing their hips, and they're really utilizing their arms. So I hope you're doing that right now too. How's your posture? Up tall, chest proud, shoulders down, breathe. All right, I got you for 20 more seconds here. Oh no, excuse me, a minute 20. Sorry, it's 2 minutes long, my bad, false alarm. Oh boy, okay, yeah, you got me warts and all, team. Ambi, that's cruel. No, I didn't mean to. We have a minute left in your push. You can take a little chill if you need to, but stay in here for as long as you can. You get 4 whole minutes to recover once again when this little bitty 2 minutes is done. You can do this. I know you can. By the end of a max segment, you should be, if you were trying to have a conversation with somebody next to you, you'd have to stop and take a breath every few words. You could not be able to do a whole sentence without stopping to catch your breath. That's how hard ideally you should be working right now, within your own safe, pain-free parameters. 30 seconds left. Oh boy, okay. You're nearly there. I know you got this. Ha ha ha. I know things might be starting to burn a little bit. Go with that burn. I will remind you in 10 seconds once we ramp down here for 4 minutes of recovery at medium pace. I'll finish my thought in 3, 2, 1. Gradually slow it down. We're still jamming, but not full slow. This is medium. 4 whole minutes you get to luxuriate in this recovery. You're welcome. What was I going to say toward the end of that segment? It'll come to me. Don't worry. Okay. So one more thing I want to chat with you about during this 4 minutes is once you are done with this 7 days of steps walking challenge, I hope you're really digging your time here. We really hope that you're loving this experience. If you have any questions for us or issues, we are absolutely all ears for you. Email us, go to TNFT, our initials, TNFT@thenextfitnessthing.com. Any technical things, any YouTube things, any questions about the class, anything like that, we will absolutely take your emails and hopefully offer you some good support and guidance there. We've got a minute left. Actually, excuse me, 3 minutes left. MB, stop jerking us around. Kidding. All right, my eyes went one place and my brain went another as I looked at my notes. It's all good. I got you. So the other thing I wanted to chat in the time that we have remaining in this nice long 4-minute medium recovery interval is once you're done with this challenge, think about what your next challenge is going to be. Like, hey, I crushed 7 days of walking in a row. I showed up for myself. I got great results. I had a great time doing it. Had fun in the game classes. Pushed hard in the more performance-based classes like this one. What happens next? Where do I go from here? Well, we have something for you, okay? It is our Make Your Way to 5K program. It is an on-demand program, just like this 7 Days of Steps challenge is. It's a 4-week on-demand 5K training program. If you've never done a 5K before, that's 3.1 miles. So in this 7 Days of Steps challenge, you are going for more consistency, setting up a good walking habit day to day to day. This one is having a particular goal to aim for performance-wise, and that is completing 3.1 miles. So the class that we offer you for a final 5K at the end of this challenge is going to be a whole 55 minutes. So if you've never done a 5K before, you can absolutely do this. Walking, jogging, running, whatever form of cardio works for you, inside on a treadmill, outside on a path or a track, wherever it works for you, it's going to work, all right? So if you want to find out some more about this challenge, the classes are going to be 3 days a week. It's 4 weeks, and we'll even offer some complimentary strength and recovery classes for you to help to get the most out of your performance. You can find out all about this at makeyourway5k.com. That is makeyourway5k.com. Makeyourway5k.com. We cannot wait to have you back again. We hope you'll return to us and throw down what your next challenge is going to be. Your next challenge in this class, by the way, is your final max interval in this class. So in about 45 seconds, you're going to jam like a jamster one more time for 2 minutes, and then your challenge in this class is going to be off your plate. I have faith. Tell yourself now you're strong. It's going to be over in a blink. So once again, get your form right. Chest tall, lungs open, eyes forward. If you're looking down to the ground, also it helps, it kind of restricts your breathing too. So keep looking straight ahead of where you're going. Eyes on the target. Okay, in 10 seconds, your last max push, your last push at all for this class. Are you ready? Are you set? 3, 2, 1. You're on. Bring it on home. Yes, yes, yes. So much yes. All right, so we set you up with a class called 2 to 1 interval walk. Now you know what we were talking about, right? So you went a little faster for 2 minutes, slower for 1. You went a little faster for 4, slower for 2. That's the recovery, that's the intervals. That is going to help you get that cardio challenge for your heart, for your lungs, for your fat burning, for your muscle, all those things that I talked about earlier in class. This is where it all comes together. And if I had to pick one performance-based class here at the Next Fitness Thing that really just, I love it every time, it's this one right now. I'm so glad that I got to bring you this class. We are halfway through your minutes. You got 1 minute left to charge. Your finish line is so close. Can you smell it? Smells like victory. Let's go with that. It might smell like something else. I don't care. We got 50 seconds to go. Eyes on your prize. Every little bit of discomfort you have right now, as long as it doesn't hurt, discomfort is good. You're changing your body by pushing yourself outside your limits faster than you thought you could do. We have 30 seconds left. Oh, dang. And if you felt that there was a class along this 7 days that you didn't quite give your best, good news, you can take this class as many times as you want because you have access to that. We got 15 seconds left. Oh, you're so close. I am so rooting for you. Final 10. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there it is. Woo! All right, you made a round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I am Mary Beth Rockwell, your trainer at the Next Fitness Thing. Thank you for joining my 2-to-1 intervals walk. Again, if you have any questions or issues for us you can email us at tnft@thenextfitnessthing.com. Get yourself some water, get yourself a stretch if you can, and come check us out. Thenextfitnessthing.com is where you find all the things about us. We would love to have you on board there. I always wrap my classes with a high five for a job well done. Ready? Here's yours. Boom! Thank you so much. Take care. Catch you next time. Do please make it soon. Bye-bye.